What's up? This is Ro James. And I'm on The Quiet Truth.
Do you feel like there's like a fine line where you lose your artistry as you closer you get to commercialization?
Yeah, I think that's actually an amazing question and an amazing statement at the same time that you made. It is, because it's a fine line of corny. You know what I mean?
It's like effervescent.
It got heat on it.
It got effervescent.
It got heat on it.
Yo. 3, 2, 1, 1, 2, 3. There are things we all know, but rarely say out loud.
Because the hardest things to say are the easiest patterns to repeat.
I am Enitan Bereola II, cultural architect, best-selling author, and co-founder of St. Miles.
And I'm Martin Ekechukwu, entrepreneur, investor, and co-founder of What Works.
And this is
The Quiet Truth. Your timing is nice on this now.
It's nice, bro. We got to do an album with just that.
A little
That's the whole
mixtape.
soundtrack. The Quiet Truth. Where every week we sit down with cultural architects, leaders of the new school, and the cool kids to discuss what most people won't.
Yo, and today we are here with my boy, Ro James.
Legendary
Ro James.
Let's get this out the way now that we're in the same place.
Yeah.
I've heard for much time, man, y'all, you look like Ro James. They say I look like everybody.
You my cousin.
We cousins, man. Where your people from? We're Nigerian.
I'm from Panama.
You from Panama?
Wow.
Yeah.
That's right.
Oh, yeah?
Yep, Panama.
Is that where you were born in Germany?
I was born in Germany.
Okay.
But my family's Panamanian. We was in Germany because my dad was in the army.
Oh, how long were you in Germany?
Probably 2 years.
Oh, because you don't really remember. I was gonna say Dankeschön.
Dankeschön.
Dankeschön. Yeah,
You're
it means
welcome.
thank you. Yeah.
Thank you.
Well, thank you for being a guest on The Quiet Truth, man. You family.
Appreciate
You're not a
it, brother.
guest. I know that you two
That's my brother, yeah.
have a dope relationship. And we have a friend in common, by the way. My brother, who's shot me and directed me in photography. He has a collection of my work, probably of me being single to college to married kids. Chris Parsons.
Okay.
My brother, that's my guy.
Man, amazing.
That's my brother.
That's my brother,
That's
bro.
my guy. I talked to him right before I came, said you're on. He said, man, tell him I said what up. But I saw you at his crib.
Yes, man.
Doing I think it was like a video.
Yeah.
As soon as he got back to Jax, he was showing me the video, like, yo, check this joint out.
Yeah, we did a shoot, and we did some moving content, too. But,
Okay.
yeah, I'm starting to roll out the photography from that project there.
Yeah,
now.
the brother's incredible. Shout out to
Incredible,
Christopher
man.
Parsons, man, one of the
Shout out to my brother.
most legendary artists of all time. So how do you two?
Actually, I met Ro through Luke.
Yeah.
Okay.
So I think it was during the pandemic, we were shooting a bunch of content, and I had Luke and several pieces of content that I was doing. And Luke was like, yo, you got to meet my boy Ro.
Yeah.
I was like, bet. And so Ro pulled up.
Yeah.
And we chopped it up, and we met several times since then. Yo, that's my guy. It's like Ro's like one of the most genuine people, like real, like no bullshit. Like,
you
this
can
is who
feel it
I
already,
am.
like,
This is
off
who
top.
I'm
You know what
not.
I'm saying?
I'm not going to try to do extras. Like, yo,
Right.
what you see is what you get.
Yeah.
You know. But he's also a talented dude. It's like a real amazing, talented guy in a space that I think that we're sort of like losing a little bit. You still sing about love.
Yeah,
you still
man.
sing about like
Yeah.
loving people
Yeah.
and being in amazing spaces with other folks and the intimacy of others and friends and community. And I love that,
Humanity.
man.
Yeah,
It's like
man.
it's so good. I remember a bunch of your songs that I just still have on rotation now.
Yeah.
Man,
Joint with Miguel is great. I mean,
that joint.
necessary is a really good word.
Underrated, bro.
Very, very good word. 'Cause
Great
there's
word. Yeah.
It's like you were at the point, because you think about those MySpace days. You
Mm-hmm.
think about like there was like a subtle. It was like if you had the lever and you just pushed it a little bit,
Yeah.
you were in that space
Yeah.
before it
Yeah.
went like, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, for sure.
So there's a lot of like nephews that you
Yep.
have in the space.
Yes, sir.
You know, I don't want to say sons, but
Most
you got,
definitely.
you got a lot of nephews
For
because
sure.
you were in a space where R&B was elevating in this unique way, and then to think that you collaborated with not just Miguel but Brandy, two of the favorite,
Everybody, yeah.
the best textures,
Yeah.
and then adding your texture to those textures. Those songs are incredible. And seeing that you worked with both artists and you have a peek behind the curtain just in terms of the industry, what is the quiet truth? What is the biggest lie about the music industry? Biggest lie the music industry ever told.
Oh, man, which one do we start with?
The biggest.
trust me.
Just flat.
Trust me.
We're family.
Oh, yeah.
I got your best interest at heart.
And what does that do in terms of the artistry that you have, the gift that you have, and your reluctance to push through that those traumatic experiences, right? Because that stuff is heartbreaking when, you got somebody that you put your trust in and you kind of feel like you established a relationship with, and then you realize that it's transactional. I'm assuming is it?
Conditional.
Yeah.
It's interesting because, man, I didn't get into this because I wanted to be famous or I wanted to be rich. I felt like I was already rich before. I felt like I was already famous.
That. Yeah,
I love that.
I felt like, of course, I had these ideas of what I wanted to do next and these goalposts of what I wanted to do as I achieved these next things. But I feel like I was leading with the art. I was leading with the music and the care and the attention to details, the fits, the video.
Yeah,
like,
man.
How do you tell the story? What's the everything? You know what I'm saying? And I feel like once I got into the space of doing it commercially and business-wise, I started to get a lot of opinions and voices to tell me this is the way to success. You got to do this. You got to do that. And it kind of like etched away at some of the best parts of me, just so I could fit into a space for acceptance, I guess. And so, like I said, with those trust me's, it's like you trust that they're telling you the best way to get to where you're trying to go by still being yourself. And so with your artistry, you kind of like etch away at certain things, trusting that they understand the full capacity of you, but this is the way to get to that. You know what I'm saying? So, I mean, and then you go 10 years and then you're like, oh shit, wait a minute. I've been following someone else's
kind of blueprint. Have you healed? Are you healing from that? Do you feel kind of recovered in the sense that, you're just as inspired to pursue the artistry and I mean, I don't know if you're in the studio now. Hopefully,
man.
I mean, I'm sure you stay in there because it's a gift that you just desire to do, whether anybody's watching, right? But hopefully we get some of that music because 2020 was
it's time.
We need to be reminded.
Yeah, I mean, bro, I never stop.
Yeah.
I always make music, and I'm still making music every day. I have 4 projects loaded, ready.
Bruh.
I just
And press play on the
I got mad music, and I got a studio on 21st Street.
Okay.
Let me be clear. So what I was saying earlier, even though I went through those experiences, I'm so glad I did. Because it taught me about business. It taught me about people in the business. It's taught me to make sure that I trust my intuition, the way that I feel about certain things when I feel it, and energies. But also some of the things that I learned, it taught me how to be a better artist.
I mean, I feel like the thing I'm hearing from you is you've got to go through that fire, right? And that fire is required because it needs to kind of like harden you, mold you, meld you, refine you,
make you
get
gold,
impurities out of you. That's why you put this stuff in the fire, right?
Yeah.
It kills the impurities and makes you better,
It's
right?
useful.
So you can be upset and stay in your anger, stay in a space of negative,
or you grow from it.
Or you can grow from it. Like, all right, I know now what to do.
Yeah.
I know these things, and now I can balloon into this my next level. Because when you actually said something that still sticks in my head, which is, you got to shed your current you.
Yeah.
You got to let it die.
Yeah, you got to have a funeral for yourself.
Funeral
man.
for yourself.
Pain is a strange gift.
To be able
but
to
it's a
go
gift.
to that next thing. And I feel like your story within artistry, I feel like it's not an uncommon story.
No, it's not.
Right? Because you have to kind of go through, but there are folks that just get stuck and they're like, can't figure shit out.
And you still are, but some of the people that are great, you're like, wow.
I know, man. But I'm sure it's got to be like, not everybody has the tools to maneuver and to go internally and to get through that. That's like one of the hardest things to do is to face yourself, right?
Yeah, bro.
And at the end of the day, after those things happen, you kind of have to like look in the mirror and assess self and all that. And that's like a journey that most people avoid. So, I mean, I have empathy for those who I wish they would put records out and music because
it's a lot of people. Well, think about it, man. If you're like really great at something or you really feel like what you're doing is really supposed to be impactful for humanity and people.
Yeah.
You know, that's not really the intention anymore behind music.
Yeah.
The intention is not for that anymore.
Bread.
It's for numbers and for popularity and to run it up.
Yep.
It's not to feed people's minds or souls or to touch someone with a song so much that they cry. It's like, you know what I mean? Not about connection. So it's like you're trying to find a space where those types of songs and that type of music and that type of art and offering is appreciated.
And what's your process to even getting to that space? Because it's like it sounds like cinema, right? Like you can visually, as soon as production starts, you can visually, we're about to enter a world. There's a story that's going to be told. Let me follow along, right? And then the lyricism and the melody and the vibrato and like the range in vocals from like this depth, this baritone to like the El Dorado joint, you know what I'm saying? Like Permission, the falsetto, or I don't even know what that is. You were able to reach that high. It's like on some Prince / you /
Yeah.
So how are you able to like marry all of these things but still, you know, come to a place where you're saying, I want this music to be purposeful. I want people to feel things. What's the process?
It's interesting. I as I've sat back and healed,
Yeah.
I kind of like compartmentalize my music and the way that I've offered it in the past. So my first project I put out was Coke, Jack, and Cadillacs, and intentionally that was supposed to tell the story of first love. She's the Coke. Coke bottle shape. Sweet, bad for me, addicting. Jack was my first drink.
Okay.
Represent myself, like smooth but still come with a punch type shit. Cadillac was my first car. And El Dorado. So intentionally I wanted to tell that story of my firsts. And then when I went into, from telling that story, that's an EP that was unsigned.
Right.
Got signed off of the first single I put out.
Did you know that? Like you knew what you knew.
You know what? At that point, when I decided to put out Coke, Jack, and Cadillacs, intentionally, I wanted to be signed.
Yeah, you had to know what you're doing.
And my daughter was just born, so it's just like, yo, I got to get to it. Like, what am I doing?
Yeah.
And then I was also around and influencing like a lot of people around me just by being who I was.
I get it.
You know what I mean? And I was having parties and just having fun, and then people would say things to me like, that's a look, but then I see other people do what I'm doing and realize that, oh, you're copying that. And I'm thinking like, I'm just being, you know what I mean? And you know, a lot of times people laugh at what you do early, so it makes you question yourself. Like
we were just talking when left the house. It was like, you got to just be confident who you are.
I had a roommate, man.
My mom gave me that.
Your taste is your taste.
I had a roommate in college who used to laugh at me for wearing Timberlands, jeans, and a blazer.
Yeah.
And then Usher had something like that on in the video with a hat.
Now everybody's
and then my man was trying to borrow the clothes from my joint.
Jacking it, bro.
Hilarious.
But I learned like, I think
yourself.
It's like, trust yourself for sure, but also like, I'm sure you have a lot of exposure and access to what made you have that type of perspective and vision, right? So you see things that people
I'm a
don't.
military brat, so I've been everywhere.
Right. So you see things people don't necessarily see or haven't seen.
On
so
top
then,
of that Caribbean culture.
Oh yeah, you
like
already know.
Teeth. I'm not thinking about it I'm thinking about it from my aunties and my uncles and my older cousins.
That makes it authentic.
And I always thought it was fly. My jewelry, a lot of Panamanian jewelry. You know what I mean? So it's just like, this is me.
Yeah.
You know, on a regular. I've had this since I was 14 years old. Like, being that people see me at 27, 25, like, that was just who I was. Cowboy boots. My dad used to watch John Wayne movies. My dad used to wear those kind of hats. So I took it and just, it's me.
Same thing, bro.
You know?
I figured out who I was early in life, man. Yeah. Like, it was you had to, like, go through the fire because like at the time, I'm sure you were coming up, nobody looked like that. Like now it's a little bit more kind of, oh, you're creative, you're cool. It's like kind of like the thing. But bro, like everyone was
eccentric was gay. Like,
yeah, it was all exactly. It was all that, right?
You couldn't do anything. You couldn't.
Mind you, I had all the little, you know what I'm saying, little first graders, second grade girls, third grade.
Like, not even then. Early high school, got middle school. Like man. I think that it was always about being who you were and always about being different.
But that's a challenge though, because I think that
to fall in line is the easiest thing.
Fall in line is the easiest thing. And as a 10, 11, 12-year-old kid, you know, if you feel different, you're uncomfortable, you're anxious because you feel different. But I think that unfortunately, in the U.S., people just want you just to fall in line. To be like,
of course they do.
They do.
Right?
Of course they do.
And being odd
people.
now in our
it's cool.
30s into our 40s into later on, that's like, we are so comfortable in that.
What?
Like, yo,
The best.
don't fuck with me on this. This is my shit.
We're actually not odd. We're just honest.
You don't have taste. You don't. Yeah.
Exactly. You're not odd. You're just honest.
Yeah.
And you got to
honest,
respect
bro.
honesty. Like, the quiet truth is, honesty is always in vogue.
Absolutely.
It's classic. It cuts through. It will always be. It was, and you know what I'm saying? Like, is now.
I want to pivot a little bit to a couple things because, I mean, listen, I'm looking at, I used to work with this one artist and he dropped a couple albums. First album went fire, like literally made like all kinds of money. All of a sudden he did it and then he went on a spending spree. And then the second album didn't do so well, but you know, still kept on spending like the first album was going to be first album money.
Used to
you know, third album come out, he's like, oh wait, and now all of a sudden he's like on tour all the time. He's like, because that's how you got to make the bread. Because the album's not moving, you got to go on tour, so you got to make the bread. It's like nice. It's a nice build to one from one to the other, right? The question from you, like on. Because you're a brilliant guy, and you're already thinking 10 years down. You're already thinking 15 years down. Yeah. How are you? Are you helping these young cats at all and telling them, yo, man, listen, your first album, don't sign this paper, don't sign this thing, stick to your guns, hold the line. If they want you, they want you. But the thing is, no one's signing folks like they used to. They just want the single.
Yeah.
So how are you like helping folks now?
Man, I definitely do tell people. I mean, I meet and come across so many artists that ask me for advice, man, and I tell them, because everybody's right on the line of needing money.
Yeah.
They're right on the line of like, I've been working and I've been doing this for, and I'm like, yo, bro, like sometimes it takes 10 years.
Yeah.
But you gotta be working at the same time. It's not the same. You're not getting the same money. The way I got signed 10 years ago is not the same way it happens now.
Yeah.
Like, you know, this is not even the same bread. You almost got to do everything yourself now.
Yeah.
So,
Yeah.
you know, I definitely tell them, I put them on, because a lot of times the information is gatekept, you know, and it's almost like a cross between creating a safe place where you can share this information that's a hub, or just giving the information out for free, which nobody ever does, because it's really what makes you have to need a manager. It's what makes you have to need a business manager, which takes your percent. It's what makes you have to need, you know, whatever positions that they tell you that you need of all these people that really take from your 100% that you have. So by the time you leave and have money after your show, you're leaving with 10% of your money and still got to pay taxes on the total. It's nobody tells you that, you know, so no one tells you don't take the advance the way that you should, because it's going to keep you from getting a recoupment on the back end.
Yeah, explain that.
You know, like if you take too much money on the front, you got to recoup that, and you don't make no money until that's recouped.
You got to pay that back.
So just don't take nothing. Make it just get your music and your things done before, and whatever you do take, put it right into marketing, so that way it just comes right back to you. But yeah, bro, I do. I started my entity is called Rated R. So
I like that.
You know, but I spelled it with an 8 and a 3, so R8T3D.
Love that.
You know, because 8 is infinity and 3 is a trinity. You know, my father was a pastor, so I'm tapped in.
My father was a minister. I get it, man.
So I'm tapped in. You know, so I want to make sure that whatever I'm speaking or my intentions are actually speaking to things of prosperity and actually. You know, because eventually I want to pass this business over to my daughter. She's an R too. She's River, so you know it's rated R, and I want to pass that on. You know, rare. So many different words for R that falls into that category. Rare, respected, like revered.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So you can put it however you want. You know what I'm saying? And but also that space, I just want it to be a safe space for creatives, man. And so, like I said, I have a studio. We got producers, we got writers, we got everything over there that I feel like I just been pouring into and allowing to share my space in any capacity that I have, whether writing on a song. So, you know, I've shared that. So with the new music and things that I'm be releasing, it's shared with everybody. So we feel like we're a part of it.
But I feel like on the music side, I feel like music has gotten so far away from, I mean, I know generation to generation, music's going to change no matter what, right? I get it. But I still want music to make me feel some way. Like when I was a kid.
to your son's music the other day. He was giving a sample of what's going on right now.
I was like, I don't get that. I don't get it. I want to be able to. I remember when I was 12 and this girl broke up with me.
Oh man!
I put on some.
What can you go press play on today that make you
nothing
relate to that? Precisely,
not
bro.
one. Lionel Richie.
You feel me?
Yo, Lionel Richie. I'm on the bitch.
You feel me?
We went out one whole time.
Yeah, yo, it was heartbreaking, man.
I was all. Her name was Christine.
Bruh.
Boy, she was beautiful.
That's what it
we
was.
We went out one whole time.
And you got your hug, bro.
And then I was like, yo, will you be my girlfriend? She's like, yeah, I'll do. We went out for a whole day. A whole 24 hours. Next day, she broke up with me. Yo, I came home, Lionel Richie. I was like, I was done. I was done. My mom was like, what's wrong with you? She broke up with me. How long y'all been together? It was just yesterday. Yo, it was crazy.
That's wild.
But nothing will exist today.
No, that
I can
that
pull.
feeling.
That can bring me into an emotional space, that can help me go through something, that can help to support me, lift me up when things are bad.
Yeah.
Something I can dance to with my girl too.
Yeah.
You know, like pull my girl close. Like that's the things. Like I love to slow dance with my wife.
Yeah.
It's amazing. So nothing really is getting me there. What are you seeing, bro? I feel like the quiet truth is music is kind of a little weak right now.
A lot of people have been saying that, man, and I've also just been like holding my tongue on the conversation and watching from afar because it's like, you know, when I refer back to 2016, just for example, we can go to 2020 too, but we can go to 2016. When I put out El Dorado, I just felt like that was my intention, creating songs that were timeless, classic, everlasting, because I always, like, for one, I love Stevie Wonder. I love Prince. I love Aretha Franklin, Marvin Gaye, Jodeci, Like, I love
Jodeci,
all of it. You know what I'm
Jodeci
saying?
better than Drew Hill? I know they're the originators.
I'm a Jodeci fan.
I'm a fan of both because I love Cisco's voice, bro.
I'm saying, man, it's tough. I know they admit that they were influenced. Clearly, they were influenced.
Definitely influenced by Jodeci, but they took it up a notch, of course, which they should, because nobody in Jodeci was jumping around like Cisco.
Banger.
Yes,
nobody was jumping and running around like Cisco and singing his ass off, bro. Doing backflips. The dragon, bro. Stop it.
I'm telling you, man.
So
one of one, man.
Yeah, one of one. But I'm saying we don't have that because people are not really labels being people, or just whoever that are part of your teams are not really kind of there for the long haul. Some of them are there to see what happens, or hoping that shit takes off and it hits and you're making some bread real quick. They say the lifespan of an artist is 10 years, which is crazy to me. Yeah. When music should be
timeless
forever, especially if you're doing it right, you know, and if you have the right support, because Chris Brown, 20 years for him.
Yo, these concerts, Atlanta, and these concerts have been going on.
He's amazing.
It's like Mike Jack type stuff, man.
He started young, but he's still going, so you can't say it's 10 years. It's really just he had the right everything, controversy, situations, triumphs, people against him, being victorious through that, being amazing as an artist. Which cuts through
incredible
regardless.
Entertainer as well, like on Chris Brown, an incredible entertainer.
Like just, that's what it's about.
I remember, what was the name of the film that he was in, that he died at the very beginning? Was it
he was in a joint, but with
Omarion and somebody else?
Nah, that wasn't.
Wasn't it?
What you talking about? Save the Last Dance? I'm going to say Save the Last Dance.
You know what's when we talking about the joint when they were dancing? What's the joint?
Was it dancing?
Nah, he wasn't in that.
He wasn't in that one?
His first movie was with T.I.
Oh, no, with
Will Packer produced it.
Yeah. But still, to me, it's like he started it off in the right way.
Yeah,
for sure.
Right, he had the right system.
Right, the right system. He got put in the right ecosystems for him to be able to see his talent.
But you made a really good point. You said the gift cuts through.
Absolutely.
So, like, man, I mean, I don't even know.
The gift cuts through, but you still need the right support behind you that's pushing, because what happens is once people see that the gift cuts through, they start to scramble and come back to it anyway and start to put gas on it. So it's just like to be a part. So, you know, it's all the things. I feel like...
Stomp the yard, by the way.
Nah, he wasn't a Stumpy.
He was.
He was Chris Brown?
I just looked it up.
At one point. Yeah, I remember that.
He's at the very beginning. It was like very beginning. He dies. He gets shot.
Yep, I remember that.
That's still Will Packer, by the way. FAMU. Shout out to FAMU.
FAMU.
Yes, sir.
Yeah. I just feel like we are making that music, and there are people that are making that music, and it's not just me. It just might not be getting pushed.
Yeah.
You know?
So what is the greatest, if you were stranded on an island?
Yeah.
Yeah, one.
I knew you was gonna ask.
CD, bro.
One CD.
Yeah, one CD.
That's it.
I don't even know if you have a CD player, but you got a CD.
I actually just bought one the other day.
Hey man, I feel like we got to go back.
I bought a
I may go back to it for real.
Yo, I bought a Discman the other day for
you bought that Discman?
just to have
to have it, man.
And do you know they have a new cassette player now? It's a new modern one that Bluetooth and,
word?
and USB-C. It's kind of hard.
Does it? So is it like analog, digital? So what's the sound like? Does it sound like MP3s type of stuff? It's solid.
It sounds like a tape.
Oh man.
Yes,
you can't reduplicate that. So what? So I'm D'Angelo Voodoo's album.
Yo, that's what I was about to say.
Man, when's your birthday, G?
November 19th.
Oh, okay, my son is November 7th. Hopefully he's cool like that.
Yeah.
I'm February 8th, but hey man,
D'Angelo Voodoo is classic.
It's insanity.
Lauryn Hill,
oh
Miseducation, classic.
Even her Unplugged is, to me,
Classic.
that Water song.
Bro,
are you crazy?
all of it.
Listen to that, bruh.
Mystery of Iniquity, Mr. Intentional, all of it.
So both of y'all take the same album, Voodoo.
So you would,
I would do Voodoo.
man,
You take Voodoo.
absolutely, bro. I've been saying that, and there's so many reasons as to why.
I would take Off the Wall.
Okay.
I take Off the Wall. It's like
a great
it's got hits.
Musicality,
Yeah,
all of it.
yeah. And it's kind of like different generation. I'm 80s baby. You're 80s still? No, you're 70s. You're like late 70s.
Okay, I'm 80s. I'm in the
70s,
late
but
80s.
yeah. So I think
You
it's
know
like,
what? I think the D'Angelo album gives me enough of everything I need. It gives me enough grit to make sure that I'm building those houses and beating up those monkeys and stuff that's coming at me on the island.
Yeah.
Or any strangers that's coming and crawling out. You know,
but Method Man is on the album. You know what I'm saying?
I'm feeling like, it got everything in there. It's everything.
Spanish joint.
Yo.
Oh, that's Spanish joint.
The bass lines are insane.
I played it so often. My wife was like, "Please stop."
You know I'm about to play that when I leave here today.
Yo, it is so good.
There's no way you're
Such
not
a good
dancing.
album, bro.
And then also, I mean, the fact that it came out, his first album was nothing like it. Like, you couldn't really understand him on the second album. And that goes to show how genius it is. Because when you actually do understand the lyrics, it's amazing songwriting.
He's an instrument.
That man is an instrument, brother.
On the second album,
and
he's
people
an
didn't
instrument.
understand that
It's
at
a
the
feeling.
time. It was 99, 2000, or no, it was like 99, I think 80. And I remember having a Walkman on the bus and just listening to it on repeat on a trip from the Bay to LA.
Can we put a
And
pin
nobody
in that?
else liked that. No, I liked the album. My brother, everybody was dissing it.
That's
I said, this is the
truth.
one.
That's a quiet truth right there. It's actually not always great to be before your time. You're always misunderstood.
But time
Facts,
eventually catches
bro.
up? No, I mean, do you?
Facts.
And maybe you, I guess,
they catch up
How-
because when
how
they do
often-
catch up, it's also someone else that's kind of duplicated what
True.
you did earlier. So now they're getting the light for what you did before. And
Honestly, to be a visionary means that you either going to catch it at too early, to where you make no money off of it, but you're considered to be a genius.
and everybody just kind of like sucks off of it and
Sucks
just
off
like
of it.
and you have your
like all the
nephews and
NBA
your
players
nephews
that.
and your
Or
like you said earlier.
you're a
Yeah.
or you're a visionary and you come in just on time to be able to kind of catch that wave.
Yeah.
It's like my tea company, perfect idea. I saw the opportunity 15 years ago with health and wellness, with tea products not
15 years is
being
early.
tea not being in the top 10 drinks drank in Texas. That's number 2. There not being a tea house of any kind in Texas, in Dallas. And I was like, yo, it's a need. There's an audience. People going health, da-da-da-da-da. Open that joint up, and no one came to the store. I'm like, wait, this doesn't make any sense. 5 years later, 7 years later, 4 of them just popped up everywhere. I'm like, hold up. I struggle to get people to see the vision and everything else. And all of a sudden, have you been to the last tea shop in Preston Hollow? I'm like, are you fucking kidding me?
Right, bro.
Yeah, it's like to be a visionary means that you will always be ahead of the curve. But the problem is you may not always be able to monetize it.
Quiet truth, man. Because everyone talks about the value of it. I'm a visionary, but it does have, there's a back end where you don't get the back end, right? Like, again, the NBA players that were genius players that were paid like $1.3 million. But we all know and love their names, and that's money, but there's people getting, what, $130?
Right? It's crazy. So speaking of monetizing, so the one thing that I know you're incredibly astute to is that you are not only an artist, but you're a brand.
Yeah.
Right. And the ability to identify ways to monetize your artistry beyond the album, beyond the touring, all those things. Right.
Yep.
So, but there's a point there's always like a line, a fine line between over commercialization and like still monetizing enough to be able to feel good about the money you're making. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Because you can go way too far and lose who you are to where now you jump the shark.
It's over. Yeah.
Jump the shark. Now you're no longer an artist. You're this person, right? There are a lot of artists nowadays that you would actually kind of like ask yourself, are they artists or are they business? And it's okay if you are both or neither. I don't really care. Do you. But speaking for you, it's like, do you feel like there's like a fine line where you lose your artistry as you closer you get to commercialization?
Yeah, I think that's actually an amazing question and an amazing statement at the same time that you made. It is, because it's a fine line of corny. You know what I mean? And I just would hate to even step into the corn a little bit, because it's almost like, man, you can't come back from it.
You cannot, never. You are quick.
You can never uncorn yourself. So it's like,
man.
So it's like, it's just, I never want to be in that space, but I understand in order to be at that space, a lot of corny shit got to happen. And you got to allow it. And so that was always my downfall, because I'm overthought and, damn, I don't want it to be corny, or damn, I don't want it to be inauthentic. Like but at the same time,
for Greek cups,
how do I grow? Right. Or do something that actually fits. But then the things that actually fit, they need to see it like a zillion times plus going in order to see you. So it's just like, how do I show that, like, yo, I'm already authentic to your brand, so let's grow together, versus waiting, I'm all the way here and now this brand is offering me $2 million and it's not authentic. I'm gonna go with this $2 million because now it don't matter. You know what I mean? So it's just, someone said to me too a long time ago, this manager that I was gonna work with, he said that he hates when artists call themselves brands. And this was probably like 5, 6, maybe about 7 years ago. It was before pandemic. And really when I was really trying to brand Ro James. I was doing this Ro James and Friends thing. I was doing my smoke mugs. I was doing my merch because I'm really into clothes and fashion. And they kind of like made me step back, because they told me that I was going to kind of dilute my brand going that way. And I was kind of still learning like how I wanted to do this. You know what I mean? I wanted to be taken seriously. I wanted to make sure that superstars see me as I am, you know what I mean? But still at the same time, I knew I had to do a lot of work. But I knew that products were also the way. Because like we said, tangible items and things, people, they want things, you know what I mean? And those types of things, they build, like I could do socks, sell 1 million socks, and now I got a couple $1 million off of socks, because my brand suggests that these are the types of socks that I wear all the time, or these are the glasses that I wear, and I sell say I only made 1,000 of these, and I'm selling these, and I made a few $1 million on that. I could do it that way.
Did you make them, by the way? Them joints cold.
Nah, these is like vintage JPG. Jean-Paul Gaultier.
Okay.
Yeah, but I should have made these.
That's what I said. Yeah.
But
I got a company. Let's chat.
Yeah, let's talk. Nah, I got some ideas for glass, but that's the thing. That's just the thing. Like, I have plenty of ideas. I just never really had the opportunity to get the ideas off, because I was always waiting until I got to a certain point. So even with Permission and El Dorado, it was my first album, first offering, first time people really, really heard me. Permission was my first single off of that project, so it was like, do the work, let people know who you are, do that. I'm touring. Then it's time to do second album. I'm like, yo, is it time to put out like a hat that I'm making, like a jacket that I created? Is it time to put out, something that speaks to my brand? And now it's second album, and now it's pandemic.
Yeah, man.
So it hits you and sets you back. So I'm now like, I still got to wait a couple years until people get to know my music, to see that I'm more than just the music, you know what I mean?
Yeah, but you're still Ro James, man.
I get that, bro, but I was feeling that way for me,
Of course, bro. I mean, I think we all go through we all question our journey, man, and ourselves at times on that journey. And it's tough because 2020 was definitely a setback for a lot of people, man, because you had to deal with self and all the things.
Can I say something too?
Of course.
A lot of artists are plagued with the number. Meaning like, you try to go for certain opportunities or certain brand partnerships, and it's like, you don't have 1 million followers.
Man, that's so weak, bro.
You only have 150,000, right? You only have 200,000 followers. It's not enough. So you feel like invalid in your talent, that you haven't done enough. So you try to do more, or you try to post more, or you try to overcompensate. And then now you're inauthentic. And it's like, yo, when do people see the authenticity in the art and the offering versus that?
That's actually that's what I hate the most about this whole thing, especially with brands. I know we have to kind of work with brands in general, but the thing that I always struggle with when I'm talking to a lot of the brand leaders is like, oh, their following isn't that high. It's like, forget about the following. Like literally forget about what the following is. Do their audience love them?
That's it, man.
Do they engage? Are they engaged and they actually move the needle on the things that you tell them to do?
Yeah.
It's like, it doesn't matter if you have 3 million. I've done so much work with artists that have 3 million, 5 million, and 10 million followers.
They get one sale.
Nothing happened. Not
sales.
one small movement. No, nothing.
Yeah.
It doesn't work. Yeah. And there are a lot of, I'm not going to name no names, but a lot of artists that are global superstars that have bombed on brand stuff. Yeah. They just really have.
You can't manufacture connection.
You cannot manufacture connection. You cannot manufacture cultural connection, right? Because you may think that, oh, well, it makes sense for me to make a spirit product.
Yeah.
But your audience is like, yeah, we don't care about that shit.
They don't care.
We actually only really care about your music. At the end of the day. It's like, to make more music.
Yes.
If you want to make more music and you want to throw like some references to some products in your music, I will take that.
Right.
But don't try to sell me no cocktail. I'm good. You know, and that's real, unfortunately. And then brands are continuously coming back to them, thinking, "Oh, it's going to work for this one's work with that one," but it doesn't. And we need to remember it's about engagement.
Yes, man.
Your fan base, you know what they love.
Yeah,
I do.
It's like they love this thing, and if you give them this thing, they're going to pick up on it.
My fan base is so broad, and it's so interesting because even on some other shit, I have a smoke community that I didn't even know.
Wow.
Of people that just like literally, bro, bring me so much weed on my show.
I love it.
I don't even smoke it, but I don't.
Oh yeah,
smoke.
Because you can't.
I don't know.
Yeah, you can't.
But
man.
at the same time, it's like women come to me and tell me like how they smoke to my music and what their ceremonial things that they do and how they do their bathtub and like they like put roses in their joints because of me. Like it's just crazy. But I'm just saying. But I don't talk about that side of my brand because at the same time, my intention is to collaborate with bigger brands that might be shy away from marijuana and, you know what I'm saying, flowered paraphernalia. They might shy away from it. So it's like, I do definitely want to do this, but I also feel like there's a space here from, it's like such a community that would tap into my shit and I could do so many things. But then at the same time, I'm thinking bigger.
I mean, brother, like I'm telling you, man, like what Martin said is a bar. It's a whole bar because your community, the people that like the authenticity that you bleed is going to pour out on the community and they're going to receive what you offer. And I think a time is not even I know a time is coming where again, man, that authenticity that we're going to connect to people who are themselves because they're expressing parts of them that are intimate. They're expressing parts of them that are authentic, that is just true to self. And what more does a human desire, right? Like to be seen, heard, and loved and felt, right? Mm-hmm. And when you have somebody that's exhibiting that within their own world, people are going to want to gravitate to that world. So I'm like, man, let it compound over time. You know what I'm saying? You said your father was a pastor, right? Mm-hmm. So I'm sure you understand that concept of endurance. You know that the victory is inevitable.
It's already won. It's already mine.
I'm
just waiting for it.
We wait, right? Yeah. And we vacillate. Is that the word vacillate?
Vacillate.
Mm-hmm. Vacillate. We vacillate between like almost and not yet. Mm-hmm. My brother always says that, right? And it's an uncomfortable place. It's like, you know it's coming, but it's like, yo, and you have to endure because I think the inevitability of consistency is you get where you're going. Mm-hmm. So you already are who you are.
And you start to appreciate the not yet.
You start to appreciate it because you know that
if you had had it when you did,
if you would have had it when you did, there's sustainability. You know you're gonna last longer because people are gonna once they find out, oh, Road J, they hear one track, they're in a lounge, Shazam, Then they go to the artist joint on Spotify or whatever the DSPs, and then they discover the catalog, which is classic.
Music is always in discovery.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's another thing. So, like you said, at any moment, some zillionaire could hear this shit and call me and like, oh my God.
It'll happen, man. You are who you are.
Yeah.
And so I'd love to kind of just ask some other questions related to because I love the quiet truth piece, and you've been so open. I appreciate that.
Yeah.
What did you spend your first big check on?
My first big check. What did I do? I think I shot a music video.
Word, you reinvested it right back
into that joint.
See, that's what people don't understand.
Yeah.
It's like smart artists that understand that it's about the long haul.
Well, I had smart managers too. I had two of them. One was my lawyer, and he was a lawyer. But he was my manager, so he was not my main lawyer, but he was a lawyer too. So he was able to like tell me like, do this, okay, don't do this, do this. But then I also had a co-manager that was very smart, and he worked with a lot of artists before me, like John Legend and a whole bunch of people. So he's able to put me on to like, okay, this is what we're gonna do. This is what you do. This is how you do this. Yeah. Buy you some luggage because you travel a lot, so make sure you get you some good luggage. Like, you know what I mean? Things that big brothers would need to tell you. Yeah.
We were at Good Soil, this conference, and I happened to be backstage shooting some content with all the winners. So they gave away about $1 million to 3 or 4 businesses that did, that pitched their business, and they got a particular score, and it's incredible. So for those who don't know, Good Soil is a community of entrepreneurs that come together once a year in Dallas, Texas, led by T.D. Jakes and Michael Phillips. It's all about helping an entrepreneur kind of get through the fire, go through the fire and to the other side, and also coming together for them to learn from each other at the same time. So we do all the marketing and branding and visibility for it. And so the thing that we were doing was the pitch competition. And the 4 finalists came through. Someone got a couple 100,000, 75, whatever. And I walked back and I said, listen, do not spend this money. I know you need to put in your business. Don't. Deposit into your account and wait for 30 days. 60 if you can. Because you want to be able to show high balance in your account over the next 60 days. Take that 60 days, walk over to the bank and get a loan out for 3 times the value of that deposit back into your account. So now all of a sudden that 200 became 8 because you added 600,000 back into it.
Good.
Or take that 200,000, take it to SBA, and that 200,000 long-term deposit allows you to get additional money for a loan. It's like, this doesn't have to be like a 1-for-1. Know how to do this thing. Right?
That's good,
know
man.
how to do that thing.
That's good.
And it's so rare that people will walk up to you and say, don't do it like this. This is how you should do it.
That's what I'm saying. A lot of information is gatekept because like they want you almost to crash and burn, so you need me.
Of course, man. It's all
I think
about control.
the crash and burn is unfortunate because I feel like we as people should always be working together
man.
to be able to uplift each other and go forward together, right? And like I do something now once a week, a few times more. It's just 15 minutes with Martin. I open up my entire calendar to anybody that, if I know them, I don't know them, whatever it is. You get 15 minutes with me, and I will literally listen to what your problem is. It could be personal, business, career, professional, whatever it is. Tell me what it is. You got 15 minutes. I will try my best to figure it out. Because if you can't explain it in 15 minutes, it's not a problem.
That's true.
And you're one of the business people I know. So the fact that you offer that, brother, that offering to the community is incredible.
Yeah, that's beautiful.
But it's important to me to do that, right? Because my mentor, his name is Owen May. He went to the same business school back. I graduated in '82. Amazing guy, and he always told me just give first. If you give first, right? And you give first authentically without expectation of return, things just show up because you're doing good and you're giving to people. And every single time I do that, things just kind of just show up. I don't know why.
Good seeds. You're planting good
seeds in good soil, man. Like you give what you need. That's like a cheat code I give when I'm like, if I feel like I need love or something, right? Like, and I'm not getting it from the spaces where I want it. I give it. Whether it's through my children, whether it's through somebody who needs it the most because they're showing it in the most unloving ways. And then what happens is this interesting reciprocal, mutual, beneficial thing where it's like, dang, for some reason when I gave you the love that I needed, I got it right back. You know what I'm saying? Like whatever the thing is, that's like a cheat code in life. Whatever you desire, if you give it, you almost immediately receive it. It's almost immediate.
But you have to be willing, and I think that's a quiet truth people don't necessarily sort of remember much, which is if you give of your time and of your love, of your energy.
I just tied this morning.
What is that? Luke 6:38.
Man, come on, you better talk that talk. Come on, G.
That's what it says.
I love that.
You know?
But by giving,
you know what I'm saying?
and I try to give to people freely, right? You know, but I don't trust people. And so it's
my problem.
So it's a thing for me to have to give problem. Because I don't trust people.
That's my problem.
Right. So it's this tension in me where I'm like, I want to help you, but I don't know you.
But you give but the challenge is, the opportunity is we give with no expectation.
Yeah.
Because love, you talked about like conditional love.
But that's what they say, a pure heart, giving with a pure heart.
With the pure heart.
You don't expect nothing.
You don't expect it. Love is relentless. It doesn't matter who you are or what you do. I'm going to love you.
Yeah.
That's what love does. It's relentless. You can do nothing about love, right? So when that overwhelms you, that was a strong dream. When that overwhelms you,
hit you the back of that
when
throat.
that love overwhelms you, it's like you have no choice but to receive it. There's nothing you can do about it.
Yeah.
So, I think it's our challenge. The quiet truth is, we have opportunities to love every day. You know what I'm saying? Like, regardless of who we say that we are and we claim to be, there's always going to be that mirror, like
requirement.
Yeah, that requirement, man.
Yeah,
we got a segment. It's an interesting game that we kind of just came up with, but it's called the Quiet Truth Game. It's the vault.
All right, put me on.
Man, we gotta get a melody we gotta get you to open the segment. But the setup, we're gonna play a game created called the Vault. You have to pick one question from each category.
Say that.
To answer completely honesty, and the questions you don't choose represent the truth that stay locked in the vault. First question.
All right.
Choose one. Who are your favorite artists that we don't know about yet?
Oh, my favorite artist that we don't know about yet. See, that's subjective because I don't know who you know about.
Put us on, man.
But let's see, man.
An artist is on the rise that's
somebody's been repeated on your DSPs.
So I listen to this artist McG a lot.
McG.
MK.GEE.
Okay.
A lot. There's an artist that I'm working with in my studio named Andy Diaz. He's coming.
Okay.
He's fire.
Shout out Andy Diaz.
Yes. RM47.
Okay.
Those are my homegirl and my homeboy, and they got together and they made a group. And so they moved from New York to LA, and they're kind of like electric pop. It's just different, you know what I mean? It shocked me because I'm like, okay, I see what y'all doing. That's hard. Man, it's just so many fire artists that my mind just went blank. But I also speak of segue quick because I'm like, you gotta get to your next question.
No, take your time.
I was doing these shows in Atlanta where I wanted to have I was inspired by the Lauryn Hill Unplugged, and I wanted to create that vibe. Right. And so me and my homegirl got together and we created this night in Atlanta, and it went crazy. We did it 4 times. We had a sponsor. We had Hennessy, a sponsor for our nights. And at first it was really about me being able to just highlight my songs acoustically. And then
were you playing?
No, I didn't play.
Okay.
I had my band, or I had people from my band come and just play.
But you can.
Yeah, I could tap in for sure.
Sing. Did you sing in church?
Yes.
Of course you
Well,
did,
you know what? To be honest with you, I sung in church, but I was a rebel in church, so I would never go up and sing when they would ask me. So I knew I could sing, but I would just not do it. I just be sitting there
I ain't doing it. No,
ain't doing it. So, but we did that, bro, and it just felt just like that. It felt like, once again, I was building the community. My community was coming out. It was like fly people. You had to be fly to come in. So it was like 250 capacity, and we'd have 1,500 RSVP. On some organic. Just
Atlanta's good for that, though, man.
And so it was cool. But what I discovered is that there are so many talented people, bro, that are just undiscovered, and they have nowhere to get that off.
Man, folks got to do something about that.
And
Remember,
so
I
did that. That's what I'm saying. I did that, and it went crazy. We had so many different offers, from TV offers to liquor brands to Spotify, Apple opportunities, like just different things that we could have plugged it in with. She had a baby, so we took a little break, but now we back.
Okay.
And I'm doing it. So now it's called Rated R Live.
When's the next one?
We're doing it. We're trying to do it in October.
Brother.
And so I'm going to link it up. Well, we're linked up with now BMI.
Okay.
So what I'm really trying to do is just make it a space where
Love that.
we are doing New York live. You know what I mean? New York needs some energy. We have creatives here. Everybody's running away because I feel like the cost of living is crazy, but also a lot of the creatives migrated to LA, you know, which is true. The weather's great, you know, you could room and have a house with multiple creatives and whatnot. But we need to bring it back to New York. And I also know that there's so many grants and just really opportunities to really feed back into the artists and creative community of New York. That's what I'm trying to do now.
Man, sheesh.
You know what I'm saying? So,
you want to get question 2?
Yeah,
no, you got it. You got
it. Okay, question two. That was good. What's the weakest-ish you've witnessed as a record label do to an artist? It's like what is the from a distance, not even for you, but just like what's a situation you saw, or maybe for you, that you were like, man, that aside from what you already shared, where you were just like, man, that was just
what's the worst thing that they've done, bro?
These record labels,
man, they do so many things. I've heard so many stories. All of my friends are artists, so I've heard it all. You know what I mean? But man, like, you know, say for instance, you have like a liaison company that talks to the label between you, and you're signed to them, and they like talk for you, and they go and they get X amount of money for a video, but come and tell you that you only got this amount. Or
and they got a brand new
and they got all these things and they break you off. But then or what about like, I don't know, just like making you think that we're waiting for other people to do certain things in order for your release to come out when really they're the person that's holding it up.
Wow.
Man.
Bro, you're speaking
those types of things,
truths
like,
here
you know what I mean? And not really wanting to tell the artist direct what it is. And I just feel like, you know, you do more damage not telling and just playing around and the artist finds out than just socking it to us.
So
sock it to me. Let me know.
Speaking some truths right here, man.
You know?
Mad truth.
So yeah.
What sacrifice for your music career do you regret the most?
Although I have no regrets.
I was about to say that you know, it's funny, as I read that, I was like,
no,
regret is a strong word.
Regret is a real word, because a lot of times we do think in regret, but then when you really come to, you realize it's not regret, it's the opportunity, and it's just the moment. It's just what it is, what it presented itself, and you either persevered through it or you rode through it and you come to a new space, or you stay in regret.
Rode through it. I like that. Sounds like a song, man.
Rode through it.
Yeah, that sounds like a very powerful song, actually. But I
would say, yeah.
I agree. No, I agree, man. Yeah. I firmly agree. So, when was the last time you genuinely enjoyed listening to your own music?
All the time. And I do want to go back to that last question, actually. The only thing that I will say that is similar to regret, and I haven't really figured out the word yet, is not spending more time with my daughter because I was on the road and missing out on pivotal moments of my life.
That's no, seriously. Our first episode was the cost of success.
Yeah,
and there's no way around it. Something has to give.
You're gonna have to compromise something.
I heard an analogy yesterday or the other day that was very interesting. It was like, you know, they say iron sharpens iron, but then they were saying, what about the pencil? That needs to be sharpened by the iron. The pencil can't do its job without giving up a part of itself.
Part of itself all the time.
The way I see fatherhood is like, I am literally, there's this image online, it's like a meme where there's this father that's like literally pouring himself out to the point where he's depleted and there's nothing left. And that's like the exchange to a child, man. It's like you're literally giving all that you know, all that you've been through, every experience, all the downloads, all of it to this child that you revere, you love, you want the best for, and it's such a challenge, man. Like what for you as a parent, and knowing that, and also knowing that I believe, because the fact that that's a regret for you lets me know what type of father you are.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying?
Baby, and I feel like she's growing and she's learning, but at the same time, she's 13 now.
Okay.
You got a teenager.
Just turned 13 in July.
I got a 5-year-old. What do I have to look out for? He has daughters that are range in age, but I'm watching him in real time.
I'm learning from you too. You feel me?
But
brother,
the one thing I would say is that because I divorced my first wife's wife when we had a kid.
Yeah.
But the not being in the house does not all of a sudden diminish your ability to be a dad. And it's not always about time.
Yeah.
It's about how involved are you in the time you do have her.
Yes.
Right. And so for me, it was really important to, while I wasn't there every day, every single moment that we had counted.
Yeah.
Right. And I was pouring into her the entire time. And, for 14 years, I was on the road, coming back to her to visit her. That's really bad. Until she turned 14. Yeah, so about 12 years I was doing that. And then she moved to New York. And then so it's like, and our bond has been like the tightest ever.
It's dope,
because she knew that my effort was there no matter what. It wasn't there, but I was always connected. And so it's important. So
yeah, no, she knows the effort because we talk. Like I know everything that's going on.
Good.
I'm tapped in. We talk, but it's still, you lost moments and you lost time, and you're just like,
you didn't see the thing. You didn't see that thing. Yeah, you didn't see him do this one thing. But it's fun.
And then, like you said something too, by the time that you've, like as an artist, by the time you've toured and you've given yourself to some and all these people for 2 months
strangers.
Yourself, you come home, you have to refill your cup to give to your kid.
Yeah.
What do you do to refill that cup?
You know what's crazy? I never really thought about what I do I just
do.
Go.
You just lock in. You just do what's necessary in the moment.
I never really think about that.
You too. I've been literally watching it in real time. Like, it's amazing. I mean, I have a 9-year-old son. I'll be at the game. I'm literally flying back to Florida tomorrow to be with my family. My son has a baseball game. Shout out to you, Miles. His first game. Miles. And, I'm coming here to sacrifice and kind of do this thing, but it's amazing to watch you and how you parent and seeing that you have these teenagers and knowing that my kids are eventually going to be that age and just kind of seeing like what to anticipate and knowing how to navigate these scenarios that I have blind spots for. I have no idea how I'm going to feel when Miles drives for the first time.
Right.
My biological first daughter, she was literally seated next to me at the computer crying and like upset with me because I was trying to give her additional feedback on her college essay. And she's like, it's so hard. It's so this. Is like, listen, stop all that. This is easy compared to life.
Yes.
And all the things you have to go through.
That's what I'm
Stop
saying,
all this. I'm giving you just feedback on how to make things better so we can give you a better opportunity. But this is easy compared to life. It's like, oh, I'm so tired. I'm like, yo, you don't understand the work required. You're living a beautiful, privileged life. Beautiful. You got the private school. You got the club volleyball. You got the this. You got the that. You got all these beautiful things. No crying's allowed because it's not hard for you. You just don't want to do it. That's the difference.
That's the thing.
You know what I mean? So it's like it's so for me, it's like pouring into the kids is important and isn't a nonstop. And I know you know that.
Yeah,
you always
sure.
got to pour into
always.
it. Always got to pour.
Always. All right. What was that next question? My bad.
No, you good. Now this is the point of it all, man. To unveil these quiet truths. So, final question, man. If it wasn't music, I like this question. If it wasn't music, because I tend to believe that an artist is an artist through and through. If you can sing, you could probably cook.
Definitely. Okay, go for it. Yes.
If you tap into the right
you probably
source,
can't sing. No, I'm just
you could probably dress well, and if you dress well, you could probably design a set. You could interior decorate your home. If you do that,
he's talking that shit now. Okay,
because it all comes from the same source, right?
Yeah.
Like you don't just do your multidisciplinary artist. So, like if it wasn't music, which is a tragedy because we need the music you give, but what would it be?
You just hit it, bro. I definitely am a maverick of all those things.
Yeah, I bet. Do you play instruments too?
I cook. I have like 4 guitars at the crib. I played drums forever.
I played the drums for my church growing up.
Yeah, I played drums. Like I can make clothes. I can go home and make a pair of pants right now.
What?
Like I can.
That kind of skill shit?
I have a piece. I have a accessory piece I'm about to drop that I didn't want to tell y'all because it's too fire.
Man, we got to talk, man. I got a whole company called St. Miles. It's like it's invested in by Black Ambition, Pharrell, Louis Vuitton.
Yeah.
And it's like an Amazon for colorful brands, so
Please
for diverse
put me
brands.
on,
Man, come on, bro.
Because I just linked with this company in LA from China. They just moved to LA from China, so but we'll talk. But yeah, man,
For sure.
I'm into everything. Like I'm into painting. I'm into everything, bro. I'm into making things.
I already know it, man. But what's the one thing you would be like, yo, I'm gonna dial in on this. This is my jam.
Not even
or not. Like, what are the many things?
I'm torn because, bro, like you said, I cook. I got my own hot sauce. I just haven't launched it yet.
Yo, you gotta talk to Mark. You definitely gotta talk. You got a whole show
sauces.
coming out.
You got a whole show around sauces.
Oh yeah, I got my own hot sauce. You know what I'm saying? Like some Panamanian, so that's the thing. I do jewelry. Like you know what I'm saying? I
now the jewelry's going crazy.
Make you shine. But what I've recently been getting into, and I literally just came back from directing 3 music videos. I'm into that too. Like. Creative directing, set design, really not set design, but making sure that the aesthetic and
it feels a certain type of way.
Anti-corny is in the space.
Anti-corny.
You know what I love, and actually I absolutely appreciate about people, folks that are great visionaries for interiors.
Yes.
That's a real taste.
But I was about to say, everything you mentioned is really comes down to taste.
It's all in taste, man.
Because, you know, someone that's really a tastemaker or someone's really into taste or things or finer things and fabrics and textures and you're doing the work naturally to discover new things anyway. You're stumbling and finding new furniture designers by accident that are incredible, or
brother,
you know,
it's a sensitivity to beauty. It's like every time I go into this guy eats well, so he goes in these amazing restaurants.
Oh, I'm on that.
He eats very well. And then I'm like, I turn the doorknob and they're going in the restaurant, him and his wife, and I'm looking at the doorknob like, bro, I'm taking a picture like, bro, this doorknob is incredible.
The details.
I'm like looking at the lights, everybody's seated. I'm like, yo, does anybody not see these freaking crown molding, bro? Look at this bathroom.
Great films and great.
Oh yeah, it's all the same, man.
The details, like you seeing a film and seeing in the playback, and you're like, nah, that's off. And why is that curtain like that?
Yeah.
And what is that? And
yes.
And you know what I mean? Those things are important.
The most interesting part about that is that it's like we feel now that we can jump in and make those adjustments because we're like, it will make it better.
Better.
You know what I mean? It's like we actually had this conversation the other day. It was like, well, I thought you were going to say something. I'm going to say, I'm glad you and I are on the same page about this change.
Yeah.
Because, you know, I was looking at it like, I ain't right. And I was like, I know. I was looking at the same thing. I was like, I ain't right. Let's make the adjustments. Like, but having a taste profile.
Taste profile.
Is really important, right? Mm-hmm. Because that way you can look at something and be like, that's out of place. Let's move that here. Let's make that there. Make it better. My wife is exceptional at that. And it annoys me because I think I have taste. And she walk in, she change my shit, and she make it better.
Make it better, bro.
But that's just women anyway. That's why we need them, because they just gonna come and make it better.
Man, they make it better. Shit, my wife is the reason for this podcast.
Yeah, they gonna make it better.
Shout out to Tish.
Shout out to this
podcast.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like, it's a reason for St. Miles. You know what I mean? Like, it's a thing, man.
All right, bro. Well, listen. Another one in the can, Ro.
Another one in the can.
Now we appreciate you coming through, man. It's been an incredible conversation, brother. It's good. I'm glad. I know that people are super happy and excited to see you, man. The fans and what are you working on that you're most excited about, man? Like, what can we expect?
Me. I'm working on me, bro. I'm trying to be everything, and everything that falls under that is just nothing but greatness. Because I'm trying to be just that, bro. That's it. Label, music. fashion, hot sauce, everything.
I love that.
Man, I love that, man.
Yes,
and then we encourage all of you out there with a dream, with something that is just
Burning on the inside.
burning on the inside, like that conviction that you go to sleep to and wake up to. We need you. We need you at a time like this. It is most necessary. You were alive. You were woken up this morning, and you will wake up tomorrow because we need what you offer. So please don't be timid. Take it as a sign from us that you got to give what you got, man. There's a responsibility when you have a gift, when you have an assignment, when you have a conviction. I hope that you all are inspired by this conversation to move on it.
Your dreams are valid. Do that.
This was the quiet truth. Love that.
Oh, by the way, we're dressed this way. I don't want you to think I have on a blazer for no reason. Obviously, we're respecting the guests, but we're going to Fashion Week,
It's
right?
Fashion Week, baby.
Actively
Fashion-
Black.
Actively
Shout out to
Black
Lanny
Fashion
Smith and
Week.
his team. We're headed to the fashion show now.
Fire.
I want to shout out to Nico Washington for this incredible piece of art that I'm wearing that I need to then hang up and put in a frame.
Someone
'cause
stopped you in the
this is the last.
streets.
Yeah, they did, man.
Asked
This
you
is
about
Nico.
the
This
shirt.
is black art, bro.
I love that.
It's black art.
We love black art.
Oh no, we love black art, man.
Definitely. James, make sure you check out my music, my endeavors, my offerings, and I'm on the quiet truth.